Welcome, loves, to my YouTube channel. My name is VassaOlga. You can guess. We're creating Wednesday gala makeup look or ball makeup look, and I love it. I feel like the lip option is a little bit different, but don't worry, this lip gloss is going to turn into pink or maybe red a little bit later, so stay tuned. We're going to get started. I'm super into Wednesday series, and I feel like the second season, especially for additional series, they're the best. What we need is to keep the foundation pretty simple. In the first episode of season 1, Wednesday was a little bit more pale than usual, and then later they switched to her natural color. That is the main reason why I used my natural color foundation. I used the same color concealer and a little bit of powder on top, and I did off camera my brows because this is not the main theme of the video. So we're going to be focusing basically on the eyes. And I'm going to be needing not so many products, but still an eye pencil, eyeliner, and then definitely mascara. You have to choose really nice quality eyeshadows. Those they're not going to probably have a lot of fallout, or even if they're going to fall out from your eyelids, make sure that it's not going to happen throughout the day. So that's kind of like it. And the color I'm going for is smoky, ironically. And then finally, I just want to finish the rest of my makeup look with a little bit of contour. I wanted to save this routine for a video because I think that it's important to say that she doesn't have additional bronzer from my point of view. That is the main reason why we're going with the contour, which is cool tone gray, to snatch the cheekbones and snatch my complexion a little bit, but nothing extremely dramatic. That is the main reason why we're going with this color first. I would even go with the same contour over my forehead. I don't want to do anything crazy, just a little bit to create a shadow. And then finally, we're going to be doing my angled brush with the same contour on top of the nose bridge. And this is pretty much it. That's going to be it for today's routine. Definitely, we're not going to do any blush. I'm going to set the entire complexion with Fix-In Spray. This one is from Essence. Work with a beauty blender on top. We're going to get started with this very soft shade. It's called Spud. And I would say that Spud color is, I guess, perfect for the entire makeup look. It's not extremely bright. It's not super soft. I mean, it's perfect for blending moment. I completely forgot that I'm going to be using my eye primer. This one is from Wet n Wild. And we need a couple of dots here and there. With my eye pencil, I want to create a tiny shape on top of my lash line. And for those of you who asked why I use my eye pencil on top of eyeshadows, it's because I want to make sure that they're going to last. The eye pencil is going to last for a longer period of time. And powder, it's going to be so much harder to blend out this eye pencil, but it's going to create this barrier between your oily lids, if you have oily lids, and your eye pencil, which is eventually going to smudge out. You're going to kind of extend the period of time of wearing the product. And we're going to get started from my lash line. You're going to create a pretty thick line. It doesn't have to be perfect. What I really want to focus on is to get the eye pencil from the inner corner. I'm not going to extend and pull on it at first. And we're going to do this with eyeliner, not with a pencil, as well as the outer corner moment. Just a little bit color like that. And with my tiny brush, this one is perfect for detailing. I'm going to start blending the pencil. Let's pull on the line a little bit. I'm going with a pen brush and color Smoky. I'm not really sure if I have a lot of fallouts from this exact pen. That is the main reason why we're going to cover my under eye area with a piece of paper. And let's get the color on. I'm going to pat my color first. I don't want to do any crazy blending for now. We're going to transfer the color first. I will probably use short but thick brush and just go on top with no color. Or if you want to, you can always use a little bit of Spud in case you need the smooth transition from a transition color to your smoky black one. Just go ahead. I don't want to bring this too high. I think this makeup is going to be with thick line, but I don't want this to be really high. We're going to focus this super low. I'm going to work with my eyeliner. I have Makeup Forever eyeliner. I'm almost out of the product. And this is Catrice wand that I use every single time with this Makeup Forever eyeliner because the wand is so much more handier than this short piece of something. I don't even know how to describe it. We're going to get started with the line, and it's going to be a little bit further like that, and we're going back. and I want to prolong the line in the outer corner just to make it sharper. To my lower lid, I'm going to start with the same black pencil over my waterline. I've noticed she has a little bit thicker line in the center of the lower lid, and then it's thinner in the inner corner, and then it's a little bit more extended in the outer corner, and it looks like she has an eyeliner as well. Let's finally do the smoky shade. Tap it off. And again, we're patting, dragging the color a little bit further down, and then going up. To the most intriguing part, I guess we need to add a little bit more of the same liner, but create a tiny gap in between, and it's going to be a thin line. We don't want to do anything thick that I created for the upper lid, and we're going to get started from the pre-existing line. I'm going to thick this out a little bit, prolong a little bit further, but we don't want to do the same line. Just a little bit to mimic the upper lid line, but just stay in focus. Let's work with any leftovers, or maybe not even leftovers, but just like with a brush that we used earlier to smudge out any harsh lines. Make it smoky. Maybe let's add a little bit more of the same spot shade and just go over the black line. Finally, I'm going to coat lashes with mascara. This one is Essence Love Crazy Volume Mascara. Honestly, I don't see Jenna wearing any falsies. We need to do pretty, I guess, harsh, not even harsh, but very dramatic lip makeup. Probably I'm going to change it later with a little bit more soft option, but let's get started. Maybe I'm going to love the final result. I have this Essence Matte 07 lipstick. It's more like a berry color. And then on top, I'm going to be going with this Freedom Makeup Revolution Pro lipstick of Vamp Noir, and it's more burgundy than this one. It's more kind of like pink. I want to mix both of the shades, and she does have a glossy finish, so we're going to see how it's going to perform. And then on top, I'm going to be going with two of my lipsticks. The first one is, I mean, like a little bit brown. This one is more berry color. I want to mix them together and see what's going to happen. Okay, guys, I tried to mimic the hairstyle. I'm not really sure that I was successful, and as I mentioned this earlier, I feel like this lip combination is a little bit too much. I mean, it's good for probably like Wednesday. It looked nice, but I have a little bit different option that I really want to share. That is a black lip gloss, and I feel like this is going to be perfect with this look. But just a sec. Yep, that's so much better. And the best part of this lip gloss, that eventually it's going to turn into a little bit of pink tinted lip gloss. And that is the main reason why we're still going to look like Wednesday at some point with a little bit of pinky kind of like red undertone. But I love this option so much better. I feel like it's more in a theme. Okay, guys, I love you all so much. And hopefully I'm going to see you in my next video. That's going to be uploaded really soon. Bye-bye.